All right, Johnny Wunder here with GolfWRX.com. I'm here with LPGA superstar Lexi Thompson. Lexi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing really well. So, you know, it's the PGA show. Yeah. It's chaos. We just talked. You've been answering the same questions over and over and over. So I'm going to ask you a question that I think people have probably already asked you. Cobra's F9 Speedback driver. I saw you hit it at the Florida and you pound it. You know, compared to the other drivers you've hit, how in love with this driver are you?
Yeah, I really do love it. You probably actually saw the first time I got to swing it at that photo shoot, and you know, I went into it about 3 to 5 days. It was an easy change, and I used it first time at the CME Group Tour Championship, won there, and I love it. It's very solid, gained a few extra yards off the tee, and low spin driver, so I like that, but it still launches high.
Right, and what kind of shaft are you planning on your driver?
I use a Fuji extra stiff shaft.
Okay. The other interesting thing in your bag, which you just told me you switched out, which I thought was really cool. You were playing the S2s forever in your irons. What are you using now? Like, what are you working on now?
I'm currently in a prototype Cobra iron. They're called Forge Tech irons, but it's a prototype. So they've been working with me for a few years now, and they made them up for me. So they're very solid, very similar to what I've been using. So maybe they'll be out in stores. Yeah,
you tend to kind of stick with what works. You're not a big switcher.
I do, yeah. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right.
You know. And I love what's in my bag right now. I usually switch to the new driver every single year, though.
Which why wouldn't you? Because they usually go further.
Yeah, it gets further and further.
Okay, let's talk about your life a little bit. So, you know, you're a young lady, you're out on tour, you know, I think you went right out of high school and started playing golf. Like, what do you do in your spare time? How do you wind down? Like, what's life like off the golf course?
Yeah, you know, I am just a normal 23-year-old off the golf course. You know, when I get to go home, which is not very often, I get to just spend time with my family and friends, go to the beach, go bowling, lay out by the pool. I'm just a regular, I'm very chill. I don't do anything too extreme, can't get hurt.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just a regular 23-year-old. I just like hanging out with my friends.
Okay, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
A little bit of everything. I like hip hop, country. When I'm working out, it's like rock.
Right. Okay.
It's like
80s rock or rock? Like rock.
Now rock.
Okay. I'm super old, so 80s rock to me is like rock.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so your brother's Nicholas Thompson.
Yep.
Star in college, had a good tour career. Like, how competitive do you guys get now? Does he still play? Like,
yeah, it's very competitive. I have 2 older brothers that play on the Web.com tour, and yeah, when we all get together, it's intense matches. Usually one of us quits and throwing gloves or something, but it's always trash talking. And you know, my brother's got me involved with the game, and they've always been there for me, and I've always tried to follow in their footsteps.
Right. Okay, so the Augusta National announced the ladies amateur tournament. That's pretty exciting. Obviously, it would have been awesome if you would have been an amateur when they did that. It's kind of like, oh, that sucks.
I was like, can I get my amateur status?
That's a big step forward, obviously. And people talk about, you know, women's golf pushing the envelope, especially at Augusta National. What does that say to you? Like, is that something that's crazy exciting for you, or is it a little too late, or like, how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it's exciting for me in a way, just because it just shows how much the women's side of golf is growing. You know, of course, us professionals want to play Augusta National. That's always been on bucket list of mine.
Right.
But I think it's great for amateurs to be able to play there. I mean, unfortunately, I think it is at the same time as the ANA Inspiration, which is also a great event for amateurs to play in or to get invited to. And but I think it's a great experience for them. It's a huge honor just to be able to go there and be able to play that course. I've only been there for a practice round. It's remarkable.
Yeah, it's literally everything you think.
Yeah, like nothing's out of place. Yeah. Like I never saw any birds, nothing, but I heard them. And it's a great experience. So I hope they just embrace it all and just are thankful for the opportunity.
Well, it could be a matter of time too before you guys actually get a tournament over there. I think that's probably the next step. It's kind of trending that way.
That would hopefully be the next step.
Right.
I think that would be huge for us.
Okay, so guys majors, PGA Tour. Like, if you were to win one of those, if you could ever, like, what guys major would you want to win? Like U.S. Open, British. Like, what would be the one? Kind of a stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
I would say the Masters.
That's the only one that you guys kind of don't have.
I know. Well, our Masters is kind of the ANA Inspiration with the whole robe jacket kind of thing, and all the rituals and everything, the history behind that event. So I think it's very similar.
Okay.
But on the guy side, it would be the Masters, just because of the history behind it and the rituals of everything.
That's kind of what everybody grows up watching anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Right? I mean, even if you don't watch golf, you watch the Masters.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, a Golf WRX question. Do you know that? I mean, do you ever go on the site, check it out? It's okay if you say no. Okay, good.
Not too much.
Okay. And then how golf geeky are you as far as like gear and stuff like that? Like, do you get? I know you don't switch out equipment, but how curious are you about new equipment? How often do you test stuff?
I usually do it at the end of every year, just to see the new technology and the new clubs and everything. I'm not super into numbers and everything. My dad does a lot of that with TrackMan with me, so he knows where all the numbers are supposed to be and everything, and my club fitters as well. But for me, it's more of like, okay, if it looks good, if it's solid and it's going straight, put it in the
Done
bag.
deal. Okay.
I'm like, I'm done. Sign me up.
Well, have a great season. It's nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. Nice to meet you too.
It's Lexi Thompson, PGA Show. It's Johnny Wunder. We're out of here.